The origins of SCP-1861 are shrouded in mystery, but interviews with SCP-1861-B instances provide some insight into its nature. One such instance, identifying itself as Samuel Ramsey, a crew member of the HMS Wintersheimer, described the rain as not from this world. Ramsey warned that the rain was a sign of another world, a horrible, alien reality leaking into ours. He claimed that when the rain stopped, those caught in the storm would die unless they followed him into the submarine. His words were chilling and desperate, suggesting that SCP-1861-A served as a kind of refuge from an impending catastrophe. However, the refuge it offered was far from safe. Those who entered the submarine were subjected to a transformation that stripped them of their humanity, trapping them in a state of existence that was neither fully alive nor fully dead. The interior of SCP-1861-A defies conventional understanding. Accounts from individuals who have entered the submarine describe it as an endless, narrow passageway filled with people in diving suits. The space seems to stretch far beyond the physical dimensions of the submarine, suggesting that SCP-1861-A exists partially within an extra-dimensional space. Shortly after the hatch is sealed, the submarine begins to fill with water. The occupants are given diving suits and instructed to put them on. Those who refuse drown, while those who comply are led out of the submarine into a nightmarish liquid world. This world, described as a liquid landscape, is a distorted reflection of our own. Familiar objects like trees and buildings are rendered in a fluid, semi-solid state, and the ground itself feels like swimming through a dense, viscous liquid. The dead float in this world, their eyes and teeth missing, their bodies perpetually bleeding. Attempts to remove the diving suits result in the wearer dissolving into a mist, their essence merging with the liquid environment. Those who remain in the suits are trapped, unable to eat or sleep, existing in a state of perpetual awareness. The liquid world appears to be governed by an entity or force referred to as the Watcher of Eyes and Biter of Teeth. This entity is rarely seen but is often mentioned by SCP-1861-B instances. It is said to judge those who enter the liquid world, deeming them worthy or unworthy. The exact criteria for this judgment are unknown, but the results are horrifyingly clear. The worthy are transformed into SCP-1861-B instances, while the unworthy are left as eyeless, toothless corpses, floating eternally in the liquid void. The presence of this entity suggests that SCP-1861 is not merely a random anomaly, but part of a larger, incomprehensible mechanism with its own rules and purpose. The transformation into an SCP-1861-B instance is both physical and psychological. Those who become SCP-1861-B retain their memories and personalities, at least initially, but their bodies are irrevocably altered. The diving suits they wear are anomalously durable and cannot be removed except by the wearer. Once the suits are donned, the wearer is bound to them, and their physical form begins to degrade. Over time, the suits seem to erode the wearer's humanity, reducing them to a state of semi-sentience. Some SCP-1861-B instances lose the ability to speak, instead making vocalizations resembling the cries of domestic animals or infants. Others become entirely inert, existing only as empty suits filled with seawater. The psychological toll of this transformation is immense, as evidenced by the despair and confusion expressed by SCP-1861-B instances during interviews. One particularly haunting account comes from a former Foundation operative who entered SCP-1861-A and later re-emerged as an SCP-1861-B instance. During an interview, the operative described the liquid world in vivid detail, recounting the endless exploration of the fluid landscape and the constant presence of the dead. He spoke of a man claiming to be the original captain of the HMS Wintersheimer, Herschel Guthrie, who referred to the submarine as an ark and the liquid world as a new world. Guthrie's words were cryptic, but hinted at a larger purpose behind SCP-1861. He spoke of the watcher of eyes and biter of teeth as if it were a divine figure, judging those who entered the liquid world and determining their fate. The operative's account ended with the submarine resurfacing during another SCP-1861 manifestation, the SCP-1861-B instances emerging once more to continue the cycle. The purpose of SCP-1861 remains unknown, but the evidence suggests that it is a self-sustaining phenomenon. The submarine and its crew are trapped in a cycle of manifestation and transformation, drawing in new victims with each iteration. The liquid world appears to be a kind of extra-dimensional reality, one that is actively intruding into our own through the mechanism of SCP-1861. The rain, the submarine, the diving suits, all are part of a larger system that defies comprehension. The watcher of eyes and biter of teeth may be the architect of this system, or it may simply be another component, a cog in a machine whose purpose we cannot yet fathom. The implications of SCP-1861 are profound and deeply unsettling. It challenges our understanding of reality, suggesting the existence of other worlds and forces beyond our comprehension. The phenomenon is a reminder of how little we truly know about the universe and the dangers that lurk in the unknown. As the storm clouds gather and the rain begins to fall, one can only wonder, what lies beneath the surface of SCP-1861? And what will happen when the rain stops?